Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And going deep for... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He finds an opening past the 40. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This give is to McCoy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Taylor. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
3 yards to go here on second down. This time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal from the 8. Now McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And now it's second and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and 2, now Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Here
Mahomes to throw on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Here's Taylor. Bears this out for Matthews. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's so multi-talented, isn't he? He can catch the ball, not just on screens, as we saw there. Get him out into open field. He makes big-time plays. Had 50 catches a year ago.
Yeah, and even 50, that was the most he's had since 2013. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now Taylor operating from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But Nick Fairley's on his game. He is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Taylor. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. A big hit. Knocked out sideways near the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wilson snags it left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Hey, watch this.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On third down, it's Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. Takes the give from Mahomes, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Taylor to throw again. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Third down and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down following the run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. To throw is Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. D. Ford. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. And it's the Colts who have scored to extend our game goes along here. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Allen Bailey in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And now here comes Kansas City, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
No, check, Patriot! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. For the Bills, pretty good news in December schedule-wise. They get 3 straight home games after today. The Patriots next week, followed by the Colts, then the Dolphins.
2 of those games, divisional foes. Very important battles for them.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Try to go back to Matthews there, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
First carry here for Tywan Jones. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now here comes Kansas City. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. More people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
Now we give to the up man. That's Sherman. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Let's go. 319.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the rookie kicker, Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's been a bit of a shootout in that one, and the Titans now leading. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Kansas City, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.